Hello everyone, this is Curtis with Weed Whacker Lawn Care. Hey, man, I'm out here working, y'all. I'm working. Due to the rain, it got me behind last week and the week before, and I've been on a constant go, just go, trying to catch up. And some days I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna ever catch up. Don't seem like I can win, but just gotta keep pushing at it. Let me see. Yeah, last week, yeah, it rained. That messed my schedule up, and I was out doing some lawns, and I have this one street that I think I have about 5 lawns on this one street, and I was over mowing, and one guy, he came out. His yard didn't really need mowing and all. I was mowing his neighbors and all. And I said, well, yeah, I'll come back next week and I'll take care of your lawn for you and everything. So, I don't know. He was all kind of liquored up and everything. And I said, yeah, I'm trying to finish up. I said, I may try to go out of town if I can next week. But I don't know. I said, yeah, next week's my birthday and all. And he says, oh, well, happy birthday and all. He said, let me give you some money. I was like, really? So he gives me this $20, right? I'm like, well, thank you. But meanwhile, when he gave me the $20, he asked me about it was some leaves over in his yard and all, and I said, no problem, I'll get it up for you. So meanwhile, he wasn't really giving me no $20, y'all. He just and it was like, I'm like, oh boy. But anyway, let me tell you what happened. Okay, so then this week, which is my birthday week, and he comes out and I take care of his lawn and everything, and took care of the neighbor's yard. It's on that street that I'm taking care of. So he comes out of the house, looks good. He says, yeah, let me pay you for that. And then he give me another 20. And then he says, oh yeah, I gave you 20 last week and all. I said, yeah, that was for my birthday. And meanwhile, now I done work for the $20. I done clean his yard up and all. So now what he's trying to do is work me for $20 and get in his yard. And I was like, whatever, man. But I was like, well, thank you, whatever, But he was telling me, I was like, I was happy last week, but I wasn't happy this week. No. Give me all this work, man, and then come back out here bringing me a $20. I'm like, wait a minute. You done told me you gave me 20 for my birthday last week. Now which you really didn't give me no $20. I tell you, boy, people got full of games, man. I tell you, they got all kinds of games working you and stuff. I'm like, man, God dog it. I didn't need that $20. I tell you, that $20 cost me. I burned up more gas running over his yard than what I made messing with that $20. Be like, no more birthday gifts. No, don't. I don't want nobody to give me nothing. No, that's okay. No, it's gonna cost me a lot for my birthday. That's okay. I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be left alone. Leave me alone. Just go. I'm turning my phone off. No, I ain't doing nothing. No. But that's the way it's been, y'all. So I've been working. Like I said, I wanted to get out of town. I might have would have even checked out the GIE Expo if it hadn't rained so much, and I wouldn't have been so far behind with dealing with this lawn. This stuff has just been crazy this year for me. I mean, workload is just it hasn't stopped. I mean, it has not stopped. It's just a continuous growth. I'm turning down so much work. I'm like, no. I don't I'm like, no. And then, sometimes you would like to bring in some help, but you know how that works. Y'all all know how help works. It's supposed to help you. It's supposed to help you speed up the process and everything, and you're supposed to get the job done. But guys, I end up getting the same amount of work done by myself as when I have a helper. I mean, you tell them, they drag, and you be like, oh man, come on, I gotta get this done. You sitting there, they riding the clock, they getting slower and slower, and man. So I mean, and I know some of y'all ask me sometimes, leave comments in reference how many yards do I normally do in a day. Guys, normally in a day, depending on how I'm feeling, I'll do 10 to 15 yards in a day. I'll go get it. I mean, just go and knock it out. It's no problem when you got the right equipment with you. You can get in there and get the job done. And the same as when you have a helper. If you have a helper and they understand the process of what's taking place, and I'm getting the job done, and I make it easy for a helper. I mean, I outline what we're gonna do on the yard and how much time we're gonna spend on this yard, and I'm looking at like 10 to 15 minutes with the helper, and I can knock out in an hour 4 yards in an hour. Pinpointing, you got your route list together, and you in and you out of there. But it don't work that way. What happens is I'm out here working on the lawn, I'm mowing. I'll finish mowing, then I gotta go get the trimmer and help the helper. I'm like, wait a minute. By the time I finish mowing, the trimming should have been all done, and the only thing left was to take and blow everything off. It don't work that way. It don't work that way. They drag around with the trimmer. I mean, it doesn't matter. I know how to run a trimmer. I know how to edge and trim and all of that. I've been doing it for years, and I got good with it. But then you have somebody with you, and then you got to go back and check their work, and you got to go back over. So that's taking time, because you got to go back and double check the work that this guy was supposed to be doing, and he done missed all of these spots. Done run the trimmer out of gas. Done use all the screen up and everything, and nothing's been done. And you got to go back and do it. So I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Am I getting help or what? I'm just paying somebody, I don't know, just to be with me. But I'm like, no. And I'm making it easy as possible. I'm helping the helper and paying the helper, and I'm helping. I don't know. But y'all, I just got to rant a little bit today. It's birthday week, so sometimes you just got to get some things out, because you think about it and you're like, well, why is this like this? You got to have a mindset of getting something done. A lot of times people don't have a mindset. They don't want to get nothing done. They just want to lag around and let the whole year pass by. And what happened is, they'll be doing the same thing they doing this year, they're going to be doing next year. They're going to wind up lagging around doing nothing next year. 2022 going to be here, and they're going to be doing what they were doing in 2021. And I see it. This is just from experience and seeing what people doing, and they still looking around, doing the same old thing and going nowhere. I don't understand it. But I guess that's the way it is. I mean, if you don't have on your mind that you want to get something done or get somewhere, then guess what? You ain't gonna get nowhere. You ain't gonna get nowhere. You can keep sitting around, looking around, doing nothing, and it ain't nothing gonna happen. Until you get in your mind to have some initiative to get up and get moving, then you'll start seeing some results in your life. You can look back and say, look at what I accomplished. Look what I done today. Because once the day is over with, it's over with. You can never live that day again. That day is over with. But but one thing, you can look back and say, well, yesterday was a good day. I got out and done what I need to do. But a lot of people don't do that, y'all. I'm telling you, they ain't gonna do nothing. I ain't gonna do nothing. They sitting around and sitting around. And just as I'm driving right now, I'm going to mow a lawn, but I can go back over here across town, and I can show you some people that I know, I grew up with, and they still in that neighborhood doing nothing. They grew up. I done went on with my life, and they went on with their life doing nothing. I went on with my life, moving around, doing something, going places, doing stuff I like to do. But if I go over there and they see me, if I talk to them, I ain't gonna talk to them too long because they're gonna start asking for something. No. Hey man, can you give me $1? Hey man, can you buy me a meal? Hey man, can you? No. Sometimes I'll give them some money, you know, and sometimes I'll buy them a meal. But how many meals have I bought, man? I don't know how many meals. Golly. You know, I'd be afraid I had to pass through there quick and get out of there, cause you know, and a lot of times, you know, and I know what happened to them. They wind up getting influenced by the wrong people, drinking and smoking and all of that. They keep doing that stuff, and you know, it just, what the heck, man, doggone got a rush. That was kind of scary. But yeah, they, you know, they hanging with those people that drinking all the time. Which is nothing wrong with it, each to their own if that's what they like to do, but you know, that gets kind of old though, and you get sick, and oh man, it just tear you up, that alcohol, you know. And then you see them and they dragging around, hey man, stuff like that. Hey y'all, I just showed up at this lawn that I'm finna take care of. I'm finna get out here and see if I can get this one off my list, but stay tuned. I get a chance, I'll share a little bit more with y'all there. Yeah, but I'm gonna see if I can get this one off my list right quick now. But stay tuned.